Okay, so today I thought we'd have a play on the Gelli Plate with some distressed oxide inks. I got the walnut here. I'm going to use a little bit of this peacock feathers and one more. And a little bit of this antique linen. So the first thing I want to do, let's just start by putting down a little bit of each. If you are a die-hard distressed ink user, you're probably going to want to turn away. Because I'm not claiming to be a pro here. So we got our little bit of this laid down. I'm going to take my brayer and sort of roll this out a little bit. I might come back in and scrape. Actually, let me get a piece of paper towel. I'm going to take some of this away so we have some marks in here. Because I don't want it to be everywhere. I think that's probably good. Or do I want to put like, let's make some smaller marks here with our color shaper. Definitely want to do some in this sky area. Okay, I know it looks weird because there's really nothing to see. I'm going to spray from way up top. Just one spritz, maybe two. And then we're going to flip this over on our paper, which I have to take down. This is the hot pressed paper that I use, watercolor paper. And then I'm just going to put this down, I think right through there. I have a piece of plastic here on the back so I can do a little bit of brayering with our Baron. You can see the water's kind of bubbling up there. I may have got too much on there, but I really like this effect. I think it's very cool. It's a good start. There's a nice texture through there. You can see it's pretty much already dry. Yeah, so that's a good start. Look at all that wonderful texture we have through there. I think I want to put some more up through here. So let's get the plate back out. I'm going to wipe it off a little bit just to make sure I didn't get, I don't usually wipe off my plate, but I don't really want that brown up in the sky. Okay. Let's come in with a bit of this salty ocean. Just make it look like a sky, maybe. Maybe a little bit of the distressed. Let's go ahead and brayer that out so it's nice and smooth. Give it a little spritz. I'll put it down and see what we get. I use my Gelli Plate in a little bit of a different way. Use it more as a printmaking tool. If you're into that, don't forget to like and subscribe down at the bottom. I'd appreciate it. We do all sorts of fun things here on this channel. Okay. Put a little bit more of that brown in there than I wanted, but I'm okay with it. I think it's a fun start. Different way to start a painting. It's crazy how dry these are already. Like, everything just instantly dried. Okay, let me think about what we're doing next. Okay, let's try a little bit of this frayed burlap. And I kind of want to just put it down through here. I know it's kind of hard to see what I'm doing here. I'm having a hard time seeing what I'm doing here. Oh, there we go. If we bring it down a little bit, you can kind of see. So I'm going to take a little bit of that out. Let's do some brayer marks here. Let's try our catalyst wedge tool. Let's see if we can get some different marks. because we like texture. Let's go ahead and spray it. You can see it kind of beads up a little bit. That's okay. Let's put this down and see what we get. I'm going to put down a little bit of an angle. Ooh, I got way too much water on that one. I can tell already it's going to be crazy. What's that? Okay. All right. Yeah, I got way too much water on that one. But it still dries really fast. I don't like that part right there. Okay, so we've got this sort of, feels very beachy to me, very oceany. What to do next? Maybe a stamp? Get out one of our stamps that we made. Maybe this stamp might be fun. Okay. Okay, we got this black soot. I'm just gonna rub this on here. Another way to use the stamps with the oxide inks. Okay, so if we flip this over, yeah, I think I'm okay with this. Kind of want it coming in at an angle through a little bit of this white space, I think. Let's get out a sheet of deli paper here so we can rub the back. Love the lino cut stamps. I think I made a little bit of a mess. Okay, that's pretty subtle. I think I wanted it, I envisioned it being more bold, but I think I'm okay with it. But I think I need more of it. Or maybe a different one. Let's see what else we got here. Maybe that one. These are what I did yesterday that I told you I was going to cut that stamp up. I think I just want this part of the stamp. So I'm going to just go ahead and just ink up this part. Get a lot of good ink on there. And I'm going to wipe off a little bit of that just to make sure it doesn't transfer, because I only want this little bit. Got some pressure. Okay, it's really subtle. Apparently we're in a subtle mood today. I don't hate it. I actually kind of like it. I kind of like how it's almost very mysterious to me. I sort of like what's going on. I feel like I want some more of this blue through here. So let me get out the Gelli Plate again. And you might ask, why are we doing it on the Gelli Plate? No reason really. I like the marks that it makes. I think it's a little bit more fun than just putting it down on the paper. See if we can make it a little bit more bold. Let's take some of it away though. Where did that color shaper go? Oh, what if we did? Actually, I just saw this. I forgot about our mesh. Let's add some, let's just roll this on and see what happens. Right? Give it a little bit of texture. I'm not sure you can see that. I'm not going to wet this part. I'm going to just put this down just to see what we get with the mesh. 'Cause I think if I put water on it, it's going to smear it a lot. Okay, that added some fun texture to it. I think I want more of this black down here. So what happens? Let me wipe this off. Let's do Oh, I've got another color here. Well, let's do this one. We'll stick with this one. This is the black soot again. Let's take away some of it. I'm just going to use a wet. Just use a little bit of wet here. Let's come in with a little bit more of, I'm going to pull this down a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing, hopefully. With the brayer and the mesh. Let's do maybe a little off like that. I think wiping away with paper towel is very helpful. Let's see what we get. Ooh, those are fun marks. They're kind of hard to see. But we got some lines with that mesh a little bit. Let's keep building. So I'm kind of feeling like I want to put some white through here. Let's try this transparent white and see what it does. I'm just going to get a little bit out. I'm going to get out my skinny brayer here. Let's see if this does anything. Skinny brayer is awesome. So yeah, I think this is going to be pretty cool. We'll see how it works. I haven't actually, if it's not strong enough, we can come back in with some regular white and see what that does. Yeah, that literally did nothing. It kind of did something, but it's not quite what I want. Okay, let's get out some regular white. Okay, let's try that again. This is just regular Liquitex white. A lot thicker. I might want to give it a little bit of water. There we go. I'm going to put some marks down here and see what happens. Okay. Let's take away a little bit of this with our very dirty paper towel. Yeah, I don't think I want that at the bottom. Let's just try this. I'm really just trying to bring some white back into this background or the sky area. Still may not be enough. It's pretty light. Okay. Okay, no, that's just not working. What if we... Let's try this. We'll just try... Get out my smaller Gelli plate here. I'm just gonna put some white down. As you can see, I'm almost out of white. My white is very, very thin. Okay, let's get the tiny brayer out. Get it working. And then we're just gonna put it on. I'm just gonna put it on with the brayer. When in doubt, go directly to the source. I think that works. It works for me. Maybe a little bit stronger. I just really wanted to bring some light back up in here. I was feeling a little very one-dimensional. Although I do like the texture. I just think it needed a little bit of that. And then let's put just a little bit through here. I do like drawing with my skinny brayer. Okay, that was maybe too much. I want some whites down here. I don't think I do. I mean, I guess I should, but let's put just a little bit through here. Yeah, I don't think I want any more down there. I think I want this to be darker at the bottom. Okay, let's move on. I sort of like those brayer marks, so let's come in with this ground espresso. I'm just going to get some here onto the tiny brayer. And then I'm just gonna, I like to use it on the side sometimes, so we can make marks just with the side of the roller. It kind of gives you some really fun lines to come through here. I think I'm gonna be a bit bold with it. Oh, I like that. I like how that looks. It's almost like when we do our marks with the deli paper. I don't want too many. I can get carried away. I think I'm gonna put a little bit through here. Do I like that? I do want to do, let's see what happens if we just go flat through here and just sort of bring some of this color down. See what I mean with a tiny brayer? It's so fun to use. Get the coolest marks with it. And again, since this is water soluble, if there's something you don't like, put some water on it and change it. Okay, let's let this dry and we'll figure out what we're doing next. Okay, I was putting everything away and I found this weathered wood. Let's see what that does. I forgot how dark that is. Let me do a little swatch real quick so I can see what we're working with here. Okay, it's pretty gray. Do I even want to add that? I think I want to add just a little bit through here. Yeah, just through there. Maybe I kind of like it through there. You can still see those lines through there, but they're not as defined as they were, and I'm okay with that. So I kind of like that. I don't want too much of it. I think I'm good there. Okay, I want to add in some black pencil marks. Some pretty bold marks, I think. And I'm going to use this because I want them to be pretty straight. I'm just going to put a bold black mark through there. But I want it to be thicker over here. Hardly ever use a straight edge in anything. It probably won't stay straight for long. Let's do like, I was just thinking about like the marks that we were making in the abstract collages, and I really liked these sort of pencil marks that kind of give us a sense of place. Let's do another one maybe. I don't want it to look too, I don't know. But I like these sort of lines. It reminds me of like, oh, sorry. I said my thing. It reminds me of like crops and Kansas landscapes a lot. I think we need a little bit more color. Let's get out the Caran d'Ache. Okay, let's come in with a little bit more white. Just want a little bit more of that white coming through here. It's got a real beachy feel to it to me, the sky. Let's add a little bit of this gray color coming through here. I'm trying to decide what I want down here. I'm a little stuck, like I don't know, kind of a little, got some other colors here. Maybe a little bit of this blue. Like ever so slightly, just a little bit of blue. I like how it's being textured through there. Okay, what to do down here? Okay, I'm going to come in with a little bit of this Sahara yellow. It kind of felt like it needed that color. I don't know why. It just kind of felt like it needed it. Again, I'm being way too precious right now. I do like the transition there. We need some bolder marks down here. Okay, let's come in with this black China marker. I'm going to make a mark coming through here. You guys know how I like a big, bold black line. Okay, I like that. But now it feels sort of weird. Let's come in like, make this mark come through here. Okay, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like it. Okay, so let's see what happens if I'm just gonna put some marks through here. To kind of make this feel a little bit better. Ooh, I like that. What if we scraped away a little bit? It's interesting how it looks different over the Neo color than it does over that other, over the lino cut marks that we made. Okay, that's good. I like that. Do I need more of that? I sort of like this thing going on there. I like those dark marks. So we've got this mark coming through here. What if we continued on with the black? Kind of liking it. I don't think it needs any more. Maybe just a little bit, like right there. Yeah, I think that really did something. It kind of needed something bold coming through there. What about that part right there? Do I want to? I think I like that gray. So I've got put some of that black China marker down on some deli paper. I'm going to try to scrape back in. I kind of want some marks through here. Is that even working? Oh, barely. That would work better. Okay, I've added some more medium here. It might be, should work over that distressed oxide. Oh, there it goes. You gotta push pretty hard. It's not as soft. It's more waxy than the Caran d'Ache. But it kind of makes a little bit of a different mark. What happens if we do this? Well, that didn't do anything. It's not really that big of a deal to me because I didn't want too many of these marks, but I kind of felt like we needed something down here to kind of, you know, push our eye up a little bit. Well, I like it with that green. That's kind of fun. I want a little mark just right there. Okay. A few bold marks. Yeah, I don't think that worked as well as using the Caran d'Ache. I mean, it worked okay, but it wasn't. It's a little stickier. I'm going to come back in a little bit. Oh, that's fun. I like how you can move it around a little bit. You know, like it's kind of, if I can move the medium around just a little bit. Well, that's fun. Okay. I might be done. I don't know. It still feels kind of bland to me. I'm not sure what I need to do to it. So I'm going to add a little bit of yellow Caran d'Ache coming through just like right here, like just some marks. Yeah, like that. I think that added a little bit of something. I almost feel like it needs one more color. Okay, I've got this sanguine color that I think I'm just going to put a little bit. Just some sort of rusty color through here. I don't want a lot of it. Just to add, it just needed something. It was looking a little flat to me. Oh, I think that did it. I think that did it. See what I mean with adding just a little bit of that color? I'm going to add just a bit down here too, so it kind of moves through a little bit. And we've got some really nice textures down here before we scrape back in. It's almost like frottage. It's fun how it's picking up on these colors. That's fun. I'm going to go over that a little bit. Okay. Is it done now? I think it might be done. Do I need this color anywhere else? Maybe. I'm just going to put a little bit up here. Just a little. Okay, now I think I'm done. Let's look at it with the mat. Okay, here it is with the mat. I like it. I like it. I like the nice subtle layers that we got by using the distressed oxides. I think this coffee color looking, you know, that linen color up here is nice. I like the black that we put in. I think that was much needed. I really like how the stamps came out because they're really subtle. Normally they're so black that they dominate, but I kind of like how that soot black just sort of made little impressions of it, which is nice. I liked rolling on with a tiny brayer, the distressed inks. I like these bold marks through here, and I kind of really like that rust color through there. Got some really nice textures going on through here with where we scratched back in and with the crayon over top. Overall, very happy with it. I think it's different, but it still feels like something I would make. And made 90% of it with the distressed oxides and the Gelli Plate. Let me know if you try this. It's something you might try. And your thoughts. I want to know what you think about it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week with another video. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.